Shantae has recently become one of my favorite video game franchises of all time. This lovable half-genie hero has danced her way into my heart, and after playing all three of her games, I absolutely cannot wait for her fourth upcoming game, Shantae Half-Genie Hero. This is currently my most hyped game for 2015. At least I hope it'll be 2015. Maybe sometime in December, most likely? Please? Please play for it? Oh well, regardless, I am dying for this game to come out. And what better way to talk about my excitement but by sharing some ideas I have for Shantae Half-Genie Hero. Now, for those of you who don't know, Half-Genie Hero is a Kickstarter game. What's Kickstarter? Well, in a nutshell, it's a funding website where people can ask for others for help in making a dream project a reality by donating their own money in return for cool rewards and being able to fund the project. Projects usually like video games and TV shows that don't have a publisher. Sometimes if the project gets more money than its intended goal, that money will go to stretch goals that are usually extra content that will be added to the game. Some projects have gone pretty well. Others, well, not so much. Anyways, Half-Genie Hero is a Kickstarter project that was successfully funded with its goal of $400,000 with over $700,000 on the Kickstarter, along with some extra money received from PayPal donations, landing at a total of $900,000, and has even reached a lot of its stretch goals. Which is really awesome! Even though we didn't get all the stretch goals, the ones we did get are still awesome. But still, I really wanted that voice acting goal, and even that animated cutscenes goal. Those would have been really cool, and that was just... ah! Oh well. Regardless, we at least still got plenty of great stretch goals, including the one I'm most excited for, Hero Modes! Which will let us play as Shantae's good friends, Rottytops, Bolo, and Sky in their own adventures and stories. And I'm so glad this stretch goal got funded, cause it was literally the last goal that got funded. It almost seemed impossible at first cause the Kickstarter ended before the goal was reached. But thanks to the PayPal donations, the goal was reached and we are now getting Rottytops, Bolo, and Sky as playable characters in Half-Genie Hero. And this is what I want to talk about in today's video. I got a bunch of ideas I want to share you guys on how I think these three will play. Even though some of you guys have already seen my ideas if you follow me on Deviant Art, Tumblr, or Twitter, I still wanted to make a video discussing in full detail my ideas, cause why not? Also, Matt Balzon, the creator of Shantae and the director of Half-Genie Hero, saw my tweets and has followed me on Twitter. Oh my gosh, I have to say thank you, Mr. Balzon. Thank you. I love you and your work. I'm so glad you saw my ideas. I'm really hoping you consider a few of my ideas in the game. Okay, anyways. In this video, I'll be discussing what attacks and abilities Sky, Bolo, and Rottytops may have and what each of their stats will be. Stats like attack, defense, and speed. I'll also probably talk about what their story may be in the game, though I don't really have much ideas for their stories. Now, this is all just speculation. None of what I'll discuss is confirmed or deconfirmed yet. Oh, if any of you are wondering why I'm not going to be talking about Risky Boots, Shantae's arch enemy in this video because she's also going to be playable, well, if any of you will play Shantae in the Pirate's Curse, the pirate equipment Shantae used in that game does belong to Risky, and it was all given back to Risky after Pirate's Curse. So it's more likely than not that those pirate items will be her main form of gameplay for a mode. So there's really no reason for me to discuss how Risky will play. Besides, I got no new ideas for her. So I'll be talking about Sky, Bolo, and Rottytops. Anyways, with that said, my name is PyroFinn the Maniac, and these are my gameplay ideas for Sky, Bolo, and Rottytops for Shantae Half-Genie Hero. I hope you all like the video, my friends. Now please, enjoy. First up, let's talk about Shantae's lifelong friend and ally, Sky. Now, Sky is a warbird trainer who hunts for profitable eggs all over Sequinland, which is the homeland of Shantae and her friends. She keeps a warbird as her partner/pet known as Wrench, who acts like a literal wrench for Sky. Don't ask me how it works in the fictional video game world. Anyways, it's pretty obvious that Sky's main form of gameplay will include having her birds help her out in her adventure. Now, as her main attack, Sky can have Wrench and her birds attack enemies by pecking or clawing at them at any distance, basically having her birds fly over to enemies and then attack them. Or, if she can attack herself, then she can use something like her own handmade bird claws or talons to slash her enemies. Heck, we can pretty much see that Sky wears a big glove for her artwork, so she can easily add some bird-like talons or claws to that glove to allow her to attack her enemies. Now, as abilities, Sky can have her birds give her some extra flight by giving her a double jump and allow her to glide as her birds are carrying her through the air, kinda like the Cannonball and Pirate have abilities from Pirate's Curse. Another ability can be having her birds go to grab various pickups like health, items, and treasure and bring them to her, kinda like the Hornet Chaser from Mega Man 9. As for her story, well, I'm kinda stumped on this one. Maybe it could be about her training with her warbirds, or maybe about her relationship with her parents, or maybe trying to keep a boyfriend. Heck, it could be about her trying to lose weight. Okay, maybe not that one. Regardless, I'm pretty sure Way4 already knows what they're doing for Sky's story, so I don't think I need to come up with anything here. Now, for her stats, I can see Sky having high speed as her birds can give her plenty of extra speed with her wings as she's running. Although, this can translate to her having low attack power, as I don't think her birds in general will really do that much damage to enemies. I mean, they are birds after all. Although she can have multiple birds attack enemies all at once, so they can dish out plenty of damage to them. And her defense would just be average, cause I don't really see anything that may increase or decrease it. These stats will allow Sky to be a very fast and agile character with great air techniques. This can make her a great character for speedruns, as these abilities will allow her to bypass enemies and let her high speed be able to complete levels faster. Even with low attack power, she can still deal more attacks to enemies all at once, making her a fun and fast character anyone can enjoy playing as. Next up, let's talk about Shantae's dim-witted friend,
Bolo!
Bolo is a knuckle-headed dude who wears a headband and carries a ball of chain around as his weapon. He's become more of Shantae's trainer after the second game to help her combat more against her enemies. First, for her story, beats me. Okay, maybe his story could be about his crush on Risky Boots and try to seduce and pursue her. Okay, that sounds a bit dumb. Oh wait, what am I saying? That is really dumb. But hey, it is fitting for Bolo. I don't know, that's the best I can think of. Anyways, his main form of attack will obviously be his ball of chain weapon. So, with his weapon, Bolo will be able to throw it in any direction he desires, like a multi-directional long-range attack, kinda like the whip from Castlevania 4. As his abilities, I can see him using his ball of chain as a grappling hook to where he can throw it onto any high platform and then lift himself on that platform to get up on any high areas. Another ability can be him charging up his ball of chain to throw on the ground to cause a small earthquake, throwing boulders around him to damage nearby enemies. As for his stats, I can see Bolo having excellent defense as he is pretty tough in exchange for having low speed, cause I think it's obvious he doesn't look like the fast type of guy, considering he's pretty slow in the head. Alright, I'll stop calling Bolo dumb already, okay? And his attack would just be average. Okay, if you guys are wondering why I think the stats should be like this, it's just so that it'll be more balanced out and it will be OP, cause that would make the game way too easy. And I know Bolo is a strong dude, but I think higher attack would suit Rottytops more. Why? Well, you'll see once I get to her. Anyways, all of this will make Bolo a very strong and bulky character to play as, and his abilities can certainly be good for mobility on higher platforms and dealing out great damage with earthquakes. Making Bolo a dimwit, I mean a slow but strong and excellent tank to play as. Yeah, that's what I meant. Last but not least is the character I'm most excited to play as, Shantae's zombie friend,
Rottytops!
Rottytops is a mischievous zombie, of course, who's practically obsessed with Shantae and her brains, but still sees Shantae as her best friend. Oh yeah, by the way, she can talk and act like a human, so she's not like any other boring zombies. Anyways, I can actually see some great story potential for Rottytops. But before I do, I will spoil a few things from Pirate's Curse, so skip to this part you want to avoid them, so fair warning. Now, for Rottytops' story, after her major character development from the Village of Lost Souls where Shantae learned of Roddy's true self and how Roddy idolizes Shantae as her hero and they finally become friends, I think they should build upon her origins more in her story. They should tell us more about how Rottytops and her brothers were like when they were human and how they became zombies. And it could even be about Roddy wanting to pursue and go up against Risky herself so she could become just like Shantae and be a hero herself. I honestly cannot wait to see what Way4 will have in store for us for Roddy's story. Now, for her gameplay, man, where do I even begin? Well, first off, for her main form of attack, she can take her head off and then throw it at her enemies to eat their brains. And as an added ability to this, when she attacks an enemy, she can regain one fraction of a heart back after eating their brains. And then, once that enemy is close to dying, Rotty can then turn them into a zombie ally who can fight alongside her and attack your enemies, but only one ally at a time. The ally can die if they take too much damage from enemies or by Rotty herself, basically as a way to get rid of the ally yourself if you want a different one. Another ability could be a charged up sprint. Since Rotty is a fast runner as shown in the race against her Shantae on the Game Boy Color, she can have an ability to where she can charge up her speed and then release it after a few seconds to start charging at her foes. Kinda like a light speed dash or the running boots ability from Pirate's Curse. As for her stats, I think Rotty will have an excellent attack stat with her ability to eat brains, cause well, that obviously would do a lot of damage to enemies, considering it is brains! But this can contrast to her having low defense, cause well, she's a zombie, and zombies are known to fall apart and lose limbs, and Rotty is no exception to this. So having low defense will make sense for her, and her speed would just be average. But Pyro, didn't you say that Rottytops was a fast runner, and wouldn't that contrast to her having high speed? Yes, I know, but I just think Sky will be the better candidate for high speed, cause well, birds and all. And I just think that each of these characters should balance each other out to where they would each have a different stat that's high, average, and low. Besides, that's why I came up with the ability of Rotty having that charge up sprint, so she can still be a fast runner. Besides, having high speed with a charged sprint can also make Rottytops a bit too fast, nearly as fast as Sonic, and this is a platforming Metroidvania series, not a Sonic series. Anyways, with all these abilities of making zombie allies and having a charged sprint, this can all make Rottytops a very fun character to play as, and I really hope some of these ideas are graded into Rottytops, cause I really want her to play like this. It will just make her so much fun to play as, and I just cannot wait to play as her. And that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you all so much for watching, my friends. I hope you enjoyed the video. What did you think of my ideas? Did you like them? If any of you guys have ideas for Sky, Bolo, and Rottytops and Shantae have Genie Hero, or for the game itself, then go ahead and say them in the comments down below. Way forward, if you're watching this, I really want you to consider a few of these ideas if you can, because I would love to see them integrated into Shantae Half Genie Hero, especially Rottytops. Anyways, here's the hoping that Half Genie Hero releases this year, and also the hoping that Shantae will make it into Smash Brothers, cause I really want her in. Also, thank you all so much for over 210 subscribers, my friends. I really, be honest, I had no idea that over 210 people actually like my videos that much. I mean, do you guys really like my videos that much? Anyways, expect a short update soon on how I plan to celebrate that. Anyways, I hope you all have a great day, my friends. I hope to see you all next time. See you all later and take care. Have a great one.